In a coffee shop, the goddess I'd crushed on for 3 years was about to confess. Suddenly, 2 adorable little toddlers rushed in, hugging my legs and shouting, "Daddy, Daddy!" Before I could react, 8 bodyguards in black surrounded us. Their leader, a cold beauty, said, "Mr. Mu, Our Lady requests your presence." She paused, her words a blatant threat. She said if you don't cooperate, we'll have to use force. "Wait, who are you guys?" I quickly explained to Liu Qinya. "Qinya, don't believe them. They're talking nonsense. I'm really not their dad." But the 2 little ones immediately protested. "No way, we wouldn't mistake you. Yeah, Mommy said you're our daddy." "Mommy's still waiting for us." Feeling the pressure from the bodyguards, I knew if I refused, I'd be in big trouble. I had no choice but to carry the 2 little rascals and follow them. After we left, the icy assistant, Xiaoli, walked up to Liu Qinya with a cold gaze. "Do you like Mr. Mu?" Qinya's face turned beet red, and she stammered. Yes." Xiaoli cut her off with a sneer. "It doesn't matter if you like him or not. I hope this is the last time. If you dare to fall for him again, Our Lady will make you regret ever being born." Qinya nodded frantically. "I understand. Watch yourself." With that, Xiaoli turned and left, satisfied. Meanwhile, I was led into a luxurious conference room. As the door opened, a stunning woman with a powerful aura sat at the head of the table. The moment I saw her face, I froze. It was her, the woman I'd spent a night with 3 years ago. Could those kids really be mine? Bai Ningbing slowly looked up. "Long time no see." I forced a bitter smile. "Yeah, long time no see." Before I could say more, the 2 little ones ran to her. "Mommy, we brought Daddy back." She affectionately patted their heads. Then she tossed a document in front of me. The cover clearly read, "Marriage Agreement." Before I could process it, 2 more thuds followed. A paternity test and 2 evidence bags were thrown onto the agreement. Bai Ningbing's voice was devoid of emotion. "The facts are right here. You have no choice but to believe it. Tongtong and Mengmeng are your biological daughters." I picked up the report in disbelief, my mind reeling. How is this possible? She clearly saw my doubt. "Since you still don't believe it, fine. You can get it verified by someone you trust. Come back here tonight." After saying that, Bai Ningbing stood up and led the 2 kids out. Xiaoli's expression was complex. She'd never seen her lady be so accommodating to anyone. "Mr. Mu, you should know what it means for Our Lady to have children out of wedlock under such pressure. Please consider it carefully." I was speechless. If those 2 really were mine, I owed them so much. At the paternity test center, after an expedited process, my best friend Zhou Ziqian came out with the report. He slapped my shoulder enviously. "Damn, man, I'm still single and you already have kids." Taking the report, my head spun. It was all true. Seeing me in shock, Zhou Ziqian asked worriedly, "Brother Mu, are you okay?" "Don't ask. Let me just be alone for a bit." Knowing the truth, I still found it hard to accept. Suddenly having 2 daughters out of nowhere, anyone would struggle with that. I sighed deeply. As I walked out with the report, a familiar voice interrupted my thoughts. "Mr. Mu." Xiaoli smiled slightly. "The results are out, I assume?" My silence told her everything. With a complex look, she said, "Our Lady is giving you a choice. Either sign the agreement or disappear from their lives forever. But before that, let me tell you how she's lived these past 3 years. She hid her pregnancy from everyone. When her father found out, he was furious, and she became the family's laughingstock. Back then, she even threatened her own life to break ties with her father. The Bai family was disgraced, and the old man fell seriously ill because of it. Her words hit me like a sledgehammer. After a long minute, I took a deep breath and said with a bitter smile, "Give me the agreement. I'll sign." "It seems Our Lady wasn't wrong about you, young master." Xiaoli took out a gold card from the car. "There's 100,000 in here from Our Lady. From now on, the money from the agreement will be deposited here." Looking at the card, I was stunned. 100,000. Again, such a familiar number. 3 years ago, she used 100,000 to buy my silence. Now, it's another 100,000. But things have changed. I took a deep breath, looking at the car's luxury interior. "This Bugatti must be expensive, right?" Xiaoli replied respectfully. "Young master, this is a top-spec model, bulletproof and blast-resistant. It's worth about 150 million. I gasped. Good grief, that woman is such a big spender. "Wouldn't that money be better spent on baby formula?" Xiaoli smiled dismissively. "That's nothing. Do you know the Kowloon Villa we're going to? It's worth 3 billion. I was speechless. I'd just been shamelessly kept. Xiaoli chuckled. "It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. Let's go, young master. They're waiting for you." In front of Kowloon Villa number 1, as soon as I got out, the 2 kids ran over on their little legs. "Daddy, you're here." Seeing them again, my face was full of affection. I picked them both up and walked inside. Tongtong and Mengmeng, my 2 little sweethearts, kissed me on both cheeks. At Tianji Group, Bai Ningbing sat in her CEO chair. Watching the surveillance footage, a faint smile played on her lips. "I hope you can make it up to them, or I won't let you off." Time flew by, and evening soon arrived. The villa's nanny, Chen Yi, walked over with a smile. "Master, what would you and the little princesses like to eat?" The 2 little ones blinked their big watery eyes and said in their sweet voices, "I'll eat whatever Daddy eats." Me too, me too. Looking at them, I felt like cooking and suggested with a smile, "How about Daddy makes you a big feast tonight?" Wow, Daddy's amazing. They instantly became my biggest fans, their eyes full of admiration. I playfully pinched their little noses. Of course, Daddy is super capable. "Wait here, Daddy's going to make you something delicious." The 2 little ones acted spoiled. "No, we want to watch you cook. Mommy doesn't know how to cook at all." Being pampered by them like this filled me with satisfaction and a sense of achievement. Damn, with these 2 cuties in my life, what more could I ask for? Of course, I also have a stunning goddess for a wife. Soon, the servants brought various fresh ingredients, and the kitchen was packed. I looked at a block of tofu and felt inspired. "Daddy will first make you some wensi tofu." A clean block of soft tofu appeared on the cutting board. Chopping sounds. The sound of the knife hitting the board was rapid and rhythmic. Chen Yi was stunned by my skill. This knife work alone proved my cooking was extraordinary. Daddy's the best. So cool. Mengmeng loves it. The two kids cheered wildly, their faces flushed with excitement. And this was just the beginning. Deboning fish, Kosan Si, pagoda pork. One masterpiece after another came from my hands. In the CEO's office at Tianji Tower, Bai Ningbing's eyes flickered with surprise and amazement. This guy's knife skills are actually this good? But that hand speed? Her face couldn't help but flush. He wasn't this fast 3 years ago. Seems he was hiding it well. Bai Ningbing huffed, put down her work, and headed to the underground garage. She wanted to see for herself what this jerk was up to. Back at the villa, I began cooking methodically. Before long, the aroma of the dishes filled the entire kitchen. Just then, a figure walked in from outside. Bai Ningbing caught the mouth-watering scent and raised an eyebrow. This smell. Could it be? The two little ones ran toward her on their short legs. Mommy, look, Daddy made so many dishes for us. You're back, I said, looking at Bai Ningbing. Let's eat, or the food will get cold. She gave a stiff but a hint of sweetness rose in her heart. It felt like 3 years of hard work were worth it. I looked at Chen Yi. There's too much food for just us. Call the bodyguards from outside to join us. Chen Yi was stunned and instinctively looked at Bai Ningbing. Even Xiaoli looked shocked. Inviting them to eat together was a first. I turned to Bai Ningbing. Is there a problem, Ningbing? Her face flushed instantly. She wasn't used to the name, but she didn't hate it. Why are you looking at me? Go call them. Chen Yi paused for a moment before hurrying off, giving me a meaningful look. This master is something else, making the young lady break her rules already. Soon over a dozen bodyguards came in. Hearing it was the new master's idea, they were quite nervous. Thank you, master. Thank you, miss. We're all family. No need for thanks. I smiled. If anyone should be thanked, it's you all for looking after Ningbing and the kids these past 3 years. I, Muge, won't forget it. The bodyguards were flattered. Not at all. It's our duty. Bai Ningbing glanced at me. This guy really knows how to win people over. The two little ones pouted and swallowed hard. Daddy, can we eat now? Our tummies are so hungry. Let's eat, I smiled, deboning some fish and putting it in their bowls. Under everyone's gaze, I gave them the best parts of every dish. They gave thumbs up as they ate. Unsurprisingly, the scene was full of affection. Bai Ningbing felt a twinge of jealousy. The kids were rarely this close to her. This jerk comes in and steals her daughter's hearts. But she had to admit, his cooking was actually impressive. She muttered to herself, her impression of me changing once again. After dinner, I was playing with the kids after their bath. With a soft sound, Bai Ningbing appeared in her pajamas, her face slightly flushed, leaving me dazed. She asked softly, do I look good? Yes, very good. I swallowed hard. Tongtong, Mengmeng, come sleep with mommy. She rolled her eyes at me and tried to lead them away. No, I want to sleep with Daddy. Me too. The two little ones clung to my legs. Bai Ningbing was speechless. Fine, sleep with your father then. Mommy will sleep alone. The kids stepped in again. No, Mommy, don't go. I want to sleep with both Mommy and Daddy. Seeing them so upset, Bai Ningbing was suddenly at a loss. All right, let's sleep together. Don't cry, babies. In the bedroom, the two cuties sleep in the middle. Mommy, your face is so red. Do you have a fever? Mommy's fine. Bai Ningbing avoided my eyes, her mind on memories from 3 years ago. Really? Teacher says you should see a doctor if you have a fever, the little ones asked. Bai Ningbing took a deep breath and changed the subject. How about Mommy tells you a story? The two cuties' faces fell. No, we're tired of Mommy's stories. They're not fun. Daddy, why don't you tell one? I caught Bai Ningbing's resentful look. That's not a good idea, is it? Eventually, I gave in to their pleading. Okay, Daddy will tell you the story of the ugly duckling. As I told the fairy tale, Bai Ningbing looked at me in surprise. He actually knows how to tell such a story. The two kids listened with interest. Wow, that's great. Thanks, Daddy. Seeing them so attached to me, Bai Ningbing felt envious, then resentful. She'd raised them for over 2 years and deserved some credit. But as soon as Muge appeared, she felt invisible. Thinking this, she pouted at me. What's there to be proud of? It's just a fairy tale to fool kids. Try your tricks on me if you dare. I chuckled. Better not. I don't want to see you crying. Bai Ningbing's competitive spirit was piqued. So sure he'll win? What a big mouth. How about we make a bet? She had to take the initiative and show me what's what. Otherwise, she'd have no place in her daughter's hearts. If I win, I'm taking all of your 100,000 reward. She stared straight at me with her bright, domineering eyes. Are we really doing this? Then what if you lose? How about I get to kiss you? Caught up in the moment, Bai Ningbing agreed immediately. Heh, listen up. In the zoo, there's a giraffe named I Don't Love You and an elephant named I Love You. One day, I Don't Love You died. What's left? The question seemed simple, but it was another trap I'd set. I love you, Bai Ningbing blurted out. I smiled. Wife, I love you too. But what's left is the elephant, not its name. Her eyes widened. After a moment, she realized she'd been tricked again. Wow, Daddy's so cool. Quick, kiss Mommy. It'll be so sweet. Clapping. The two little ones were giving me a huge assist, while she was dazed. I cupped her face and kissed her. By the time Bai Ningbing reacted, her mind had gone blank. Not until her face turned beet red did she push me away. Gasping for air, she said, You rogue, how dare you kiss me? A bet's a bet. Wife, you're not a sore loser, are you? I spoke casually, but I was savoring the sweet moment in my heart. Bai Ningbing was fuming. Who's your wife? Don't call me that. Is that so? How about we bet one more time? I paused. If I lose, I'll give up my 100,000 monthly salary and bonuses and be a full-time stay-at-home dad for free. How's that? Hearing the stakes, Bai Ningbing's interest was piqued.